process. But no! Y'all wanted to stay in Egypt stacking bricks.
Yo, it's Shadrach. This random dude just showed up. It's getting lit in here.
I got the horses in the back. Horse tack is attached. Hat is matte black. Got the boots that's black to match.
You know I'm a daddy's boy. He's got me in this Technicolor drip. Brother's so jelly right now. They're looking a little sus.
These Philistines thought they could flex on me. Big mistake. I just took some pre-workout and finna bring the house down.
I would like to formally apologize to God, the sailors, and this whale. Sorry, dude.
Good, fam. Your boy David here.
Alright, guys, it's official. They're throwing me into the lion's den. I'll film what I can, Dre, and if I survive, this is gonna blow up.
Alright, welcome to my crib. That one's asleep. That one's just staring at me. Honestly, they're kind of chill. But I'm whispering because I really don't want to wake the angry one.
Morning, folks. Still here. And they are too. That one's been staring at me since sunset. Starting to think they like me. Alright, made it out. Thank God, literally. If you watch till the end, comment what you think, and hey, maybe I come back if y'all want.
Let's look at this. Biblical Archaeology Society. Josephus on Essenes. According to the Judite historian Josephus, especially during the festivals, Josephus was a Judean, and the ancient biblical Judeans were black people, basically melanated people. Let's grab this one too up here. And it says what? Doing this Facebook stuff. It says Josephus Flavius Josephus, a Judite historian. Well, you just come down to it. Josephus was there in Palestine and can't dispute an eyewitness. Josephus wrote about the blackness of the Judites as well as the Egyptians. You see that? Now, read this thing right here. And it says what? No, Josephus did not explicitly state that Jews were black. While his writings provide valuable historical insights into the Judite people, the Judeans, and their practices, they do not contain any descriptions or assertions about their skin color or racial identity. Josephus lived in the Mediterranean world where the range of skin tones was generally within a brown spectrum and did not focus on such details in his writings. But you see what the point is. You see what they do, though. You see what they do. You see what these devils do. You see? They hate this truth, man. They hate the truth. And they just keep blaspheming. See? And then you got our people running around talking about, oh, it don't matter what a person looks like, or what this person looked like, or what that person looks like. Man, you out your goddamn mind. The truth do matter. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call Halim La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bahashim Rakha HaKwadash. And double honor to the elders and apostles of men of great millstone. And to the rest of the brethren on down is teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom Bayashah Dawadah. And to the Akim and Akwat that's out there repenting. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans whose fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, Yasha Allah. Shalom to you, Mashmacha. Mr. Hakarab coming at you with a quick one. And we're going to open up with this one real quick. Because you saw that bullshit. And this is the one thing that I want to say pertaining to these devils. This is what they do, man. This is what these devils do, man. This is exactly what they do. You saw that shit, but then our people still walking around talking about, oh, it don't matter. It don't matter what he looks like. It just matter what he said. Are you stupid? It do matter. Every motherfucking thing matter. What somebody look like, that's like telling us, oh, it don't matter who the Lord's people is. Hell, shit, fuck, they'll tell you that too. Oh, it don't matter who the Lord's people is now. He got rid of the Israelites. They don't exist no more. He dealing with everybody. You can't, hey, these people through, man. These Edomites got hell to pay, man. You saw that image, that thing, and I got that off the brother Manatazak about a lesson that he did maybe a few days ago. But I just been holding that to bring something out on it, you know. But you Jakes don't get it, man. You Jakes just don't get it. But these Edomites, they literally throw it in your face. They literally showing you that, look, you don't matter. What matter is us. And you see what they do? You got they blaspheme what King David got, some little punk ass dog talking about he King David fighting. They just mocking you. They mocking you. See? And everybody you saw on there that they showed, it wasn't nothing but a bunch of Edomite looking ass motherfuckers. See? This is what they show. They promote to you, but when you go in the scriptures, what the scriptures say? Which we gonna grab a few of them, but what do the scriptures say? They don't say what the text say. And then they go as far as writing all these other translations that'll be, oh, you describe somebody, oh, he was radiant. Go to a forensic artist and go tell them, okay, they need to draw a suspect. Or they go draw a suspect, and then you ask them, then he go ask you, okay, what did this person look like? They go tell you the eye shape, the nose shape, what color complexion it is. Like you got that little movie, that movie called Little Man. And then you see the little midget motherfucker was running around the store from the police and shit. And then the cops came in, and he asked the lady, "What did he look like?" And she said, "Oh, he was was he chocolate brown?" And she, "No, he was mocha." She was asking the description, so they would know who they gonna apprehend, right? So if you was talking to a forensic artist, and you was asking this, okay, what do this suspect look like? What is this person? This person beat you. This person raped you. He did this. What did he look like? They're going to ask you the tone of his complexion. If he was brown, they're going to ask you what tone brown. Was he caramel complected? Was he chocolate brown? Was he caramel fudge or whatever? They're going to ask you that. They're going to say, what his eyes look like? What his nose look like? What his mouth look like? Did he have high cheekbones or low cheekbones? How did he look? And you are going to give them of what you saw, right? So why can't these people match up what John or Daniel saw concerning Mashiach Yahushua? Why can't they do it? Where you get this pasty shit from? Because it ain't in the scriptures. So where you get it from? But let me read this though. Job. Slakia. Job 9:24. It says what? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? See? But before I read on that, let me go grab this one too though. Because what Yahushua coming to do? He said they covered up the faces of the judges thereof. What did Yahushua say he coming to do right here? Right? And what it says? In verse 7. Isaiah 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy. Matter of fact, let's go up. Let's read. Let's start at 6. It says, and in this mountain meaning what? It's referring to this government. And where do governments be? Governments be within a nation. So what? And in this nation, meaning this punk ass country, Babylon the Great is at, it says, shall the Lord of hosts make unto all people a feast of fat things, a feast of wines on the lees, of fat things, full of marrow, and of wines on the lees well refined. What is this talking about? This talking about that great sacrifice. See? That's that when the Lord say, Yahweh Shah say he got a great sacrifice in Basra, modern day Basra, which is America. This is what it's talking about. See? But continuing in verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain. In what? In this mountain. This nation. He gonna destroy what? What he gonna destroy? The face of the covering cast over all people. And the veil that is spread over all nations. These motherfucking devil-ass Edomites in the power. Let's go back to it. What it says? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? You can't blame this on no other people. You can't look at Moab and say, Moab changed the face of the Lord and presented some old false ass shit. Moab didn't do it. You can't look at Ishmael and say Ishmael did it. He didn't do it either. You can't look at Japheth descendants and say they did it. They didn't do it either. See? You can't look at Elam and Slakia. Damn, Brody calling me and shit. Can't talk to you right now, bro. But you can't say Elam did it. He gonna fucking call right back, too. Dude, I'll call you back in a minute, man. Shit. But you can't say Elam did it. Elam didn't do it. It's only one nation of people that did it. And that's these goddamn Edomites. They the ones who covered up the faces of the judges thereof. Beginning with Yahushua and the rest of about four brothers. They did it. The damn devils. Those that in this time the earth was given, and when the earth was given to these Edomites during the time of the Renaissance period, and that's what they did. During the Renaissance period, they showed you all kind of fun, and they still doing it, man. And they think they ain't going to have to pay for that. Don't these motherfuckers know they got to pay for this with their life? That's why people's minds are destroyed. See? When the Most High said he was going to send you into captivity and you was going to be destroyed by these people that put that yoke of iron on your neck, they fulfilled that. See? And they got to get punished for it. They got to. See? So what he says, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Who was the wicked? Edom. He covered the face of the judges thereof. Now let's grab that cover it, right? Real quick. He covered up the faces. You saw what they did. He talking about and I got the horses in the back with the jacket the hat is matte black and all that old shit they was doing up in there. But you see how they got Noah depicted, looking like some dirty ass cave dwelling ass Edomite. That ain't how Noah looked. Then you got David looking like some little fluffy head, little punk ass rat dog. That ain't how David looked either. And then you got Moses. They got the water up on the wall on one side and on the other side, and they got him looking like some goddamn Edomite. Wasn't no fucking body looking like that come across. The Most High ain't split the Red Sea for no motherfuckers that look like that. If anything, he'd have let them motherfuckers drown. Straight up. He'd have crashed that water in on their ass just like he did them motherfucking Hamites. Popping off legs, heads, and necks, and foots, and everything else. Ain't no motherfucker, the Most High ain't redeemed no people looking like that, man. Looking like some goddamn Edomites coming crossing through the Red Sea on dry ground. That water would have crashed in on they punk asses. Tired of these devils, man. Tired of their ass. But let's grab this word cover it, right? Kasa, right? Kasa, and it says what? To cover, conceal, hide, conceal, covered, to be covered, to cover cloth, to cover, conceal, to cover for protection, to cover over, spread over, to cover, overwhelm, to be covered, to be clothed. You get the point. See, I mean, they covered up Yahushua's image. They covered up the image of the Israelites and hid it. See? But let me go back to the other one when it says, what in Isaiah? In verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all. Let's grab that covering. Let's see if it's the same. Let's see. The face of the covering cast. You see what it says right here? Covering. Lawat. Lawat. And it says what? Lawat. And it says covering. Envelope, meaning to cover. To enclose. And it says a veil, a covering. You see what it is. You see what it is. See? So who have spread that veil over all nations? Who is the people that did it? The very people that they put forth their images. See? Just like it said in 1 Maccabees 3:48. See? That the heathens sought to paint the likeness of their images. Meaning they sought to paint the likeness of their countenance. Over what? Over the true, over Yahweh and the true people. See? With they false ass images. Bunch of wicked ass people, man. Wicked as hell, man. Wicked as hell. Wicked as hell. I mean, wicked as hell, man. A bunch of punk ass devils, man. What I want to grab next? Let me see. What do I want to grab next? Oh, let's deal with that. Let's deal with that, David, real quick. Let's deal with that. Let's go to 1 Samuel 16. Right. Matter of fact, before I do it, let's grab this real quick. We'll go grab the NLT. 1 Samuel 16 and 12. And what it says. So Jesse sent for him. He was dark and handsome with beautiful eyes. Handsome, brother. And the Lord Yahweh said, this is one, anoint him. This is him. But what it says pertaining to David, that he was dark, right? Now you know what they said pertaining to that dark, that he was ruddy, right? Let's go down to it. Now, watch what they're going to say for ruddy. But I'm going to show you that this ain't correct. It says red, ruddy, of Esau's infant. Nope, that's incorrect pertaining to ruddy. Ruddy is not dark, and I'm going to show you right quick. This is what dark is. When you go to the Song of Solomon, 1, in chapter 5, right? And what do you say? I'm going to read it in the NLT. And it says what? I am dark, but beautiful, O women of Jerusalem. Dark as the tents of Kedar. What? Dark as the tents of Kedar, right? Dark as the curtains of Solomon's tents, right? Don't stare at me because I am dark, meaning what? Black. The sun has darkened my skin. My brothers were angry with me. They forced me to care for their vineyards. Now, when you go, you see what that dark say, right? But let's go up first. We're going to grab this one word, dark. It goes into the Hebrew word, shakar, right? You see what it says right there, shakar. Shakar. And it says what? Black. It says what? Strong's definition. Properly, dusky. Remember that word, dusky? It said dusky, but also absolute, jetty, black, meaning somebody that's dark. You see that? Now watch this. Let's go into the word Kedar. Right? Kedar. Kedar. And it says Kedar equals dark. What? A son of Ishmael, because he had a son, he named him Kedar because he was dark. And it says what? It says what? Kedar from H6937, dusky. Wait a minute, didn't it say that? Dusky of skin, meaning what? Dark of skin, meaning you dark brown. Red ain't no motherfucking dark brown. You don't look at no Edomite and say, oh yes, you dark. Man, get out of here, man. See, it said also collectively, Badun and his descendants, but I ain't going to read that. But you see what it says, of skin, dusky of skin. Same thing it says for dark. See? So these people, they through, man. They through. And this is what they do, man. This is what they fucking do. But let me go back to the KJV right quick. You see, this is what they do. And our people, you need to understand this. But the first thing y'all say is, oh, well, it don't matter what he looks like. You're a goddamn lie. You're a damn lie, it don't matter. Let me grab this real quick. Revelations, if it don't matter. Why is this said? Revelations 1 and read these two. Revelations 1 and 1 and verse 2. It says, the revelation of Yahweh Shamashiach, which Yahweh gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bear record of the word of Yahweh, and of the testimony of Yahweh Shamashiach, and of all things that he saw. See? So wait a minute, it said all things that he saw. So let's go get the other one. Right? So not only it says of all things that it said of all things that he saw, right? So what you see, what he says right here. He says what? Revelations 1 and 11. Let's start at 10. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. What thou seest, wait, what did he just say right here? What thou seest. So that's two right here in Revelations, the first chapter, that's telling you what he saw and what he sees. He said, do what? Write in a book. So you gonna tell me it don't matter? It don't matter what Yahushua look like and what we would look like as the Israelites, other than Jake's going into these damn Edomites, these women of other nations, and your children come out looking like whatever they looking like. You telling me it don't matter? It do motherfucking matter. See? Now, it don't matter in the respects of, okay, your child come out looking like that, he's still an Israelite. If your father's an Israelite, that's who you are, no matter what you look like. But we're talking about this truth pertaining to what the Israelites looked like during that time when we was in our land. It matters. So what he says, what thou seest, write in a book. And it's written in this book concerning what Yahweh shall look like. Right? See? So here it is, you got David. It's dark. David was light-skinned and no, he was dark. And his son Solomon was also dark. But see, you see how these Edomites do. They'll say, oh yeah, he was dark because he did his wives. Man, shut y'all lying asses up, man. He was dark because his father was dark. That's why. Oh, punk asses. That's why I hate these motherfuckers. I hate their ass with a perfect hatred. Damn devils. Now let's read this though. Right? And it says what? Revelations 14 concerning Yahushua. Revelations 1 and 14. His head and his hairs were white, meaning the hair on his head was white. And what? And woolly. And his eyes were as flames of fire. Right? Because when you look at some dark brothers, you'll see some of their whites in their eyes will be red. See? And it says what? And his feet like unto fine brass, as if it burned in a furnace. So he's telling you right here, when you look at brass, it's basically bronze, not this old gold shit that they show you today. That they took some bronze and they mixed some silver content to turn it into gold, to give it a gold-like appearance. See, it said his feet like to what? Fine brass, meaning burnished brass, as if it burned in the furnace, so dark brown. See, now let me grab this real quick. Verse 16. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. What is that talking about when it says his countenance shine as the sun in his strength? The same thing that Solomon said. Go back to it. What did Solomon say? Verse 6. Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun had looked upon me. See? And what it says, let's go get it in the NLT. When it says verse 6. It says what? Don't stare at me because I am dark. The sun has darkened my skin. That's what it's talking about when it said pertaining to Yahushua. That what? That Yahushua what? What does it say to him? It says his countenance. That what? And his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. What is it? That's what it's talking about. What happens when we go outside and the sun is hella hot and we sit in? We get darker. That's what it was talking about concerning Yahushua, man. And you see us how we shine, man. Don't no Edomites got no shine to them. Ain't no Edomites, they got to put on a bunch of makeup and shit in order to have a shine. But other than that, they look dry as hell. No shine. We as a people, we shine. Just the complexion of our tone, we got to shine to us, man. When you look at most brown people, they got to shine to them. They got to glow to them. This is what it's talking about concerning Yahushua. He wasn't no brother that you saw he had dark brown skin and then he was dry as hell. No, he was a brother, he had a shine to him. This is what it's talking about, man. Tired of these damn devils. All they do is lie, man. All they do is lie. And then they think they still ain't got to pay for it. Running around here and telling people that it don't matter what somebody look like, and then you basically going against the scriptures. When it do matter, when it's in here, let's grab that Daniel 2. Why not? Let's grab that one too. Daniel 10. Right? Let's grab 5 and 6. It says, then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body, now that's for to tell you about his body. His body also was like the beryl, his face as appearance of lightning. Now wait a minute. It said his face as appearance of lightning. So what you think that's talking about? As appearance of lightning. What you think that's talking about? You think that's talking about when you look at night and then the lightning and thunder happen and you think that's what he looked like? How was his face looking like that? But then his legs, his arms, and his feet is dark brown in complexion, but his face looked like lightning. What it's talking about when it said lightning? His appearances of lightning. Talking about that he had a shine to him. Yahweh Shah was dark brown and he had a shine to him. Now let me grab this barrel right quick. Right? Let's go down to it. Because I'm going to read this because of what you go see what it's going to say, what Josephus said, right? Right? But let me read this real quick. This barrel. Tara Shayash. Tarashayash. Right? Meaning Tarshish or whatever they want to say. And it says, a precious stone or precious gem, perhaps, meaning perhaps it's not a fact, it's not a definite, it's a probably. And they wrong with this. Instead of them saying a brown stone, they would just, oh, yellow jasper or other yellow colored stones. And just instead of saying brown. See? These people are some goddamn devils, man. But let's go down to it though, right? Let's go down to it. Let's go to the lexicon. Slovakia. Right? Now let's go down to it. I'm going to punch this up so you can see it good enough. Right? Right here. You see what it says? Daniel 10 and 6. The chrysolite, i.e. the topaz of the moderns. It says nowadays. But it says what? Which is still found in Spain. See? Meaning what? Tara Shayash? Well, however they pronounce it. And it says what? According to the lexicon and Josephus, is understood by Braun. Wait a minute. What it says understood by Braun. So let's go into that word right quick and see what Braun mean. And you see what it says right here for the word Braun, Braun, meaning the German word braun translates to brown in English. It can also refer to a surname, and in English it often pronounces as brown. Additionally, there's a well-known company, Braun, known as its customers, but you get the point. You see what it says. You see what it says. Brown. You see? So it said brown, right? So let's go back to it. It said his body also was like the beryl, and his face as appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color, meaning the same in color, to what? To polished brass, meaning shiny brown, dark brown, shiny brown. And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. Meaning he had a very strong voice, deep voice. You see? Period. This ain't describing no motherfucking cracker right here. This ain't describing that. See? That's why the Most High said they was going to go out to deceive the nations. They ain't just deceive, they deceive the nations many, many, many ways. And this is one way that they deceive the nations. See? This is why he said he's coming to destroy the face of the covenant. He's coming to destroy all that shit. All these Edomites lies and all this shit. All these people will get put to motherfucking shame, man. See? But let me grab that in Lamentations too. Because I want to grab this and stress a couple more and I'm going to end it off. Lamentations 4. Let's grab this. What is the visits of the Judites? See? And you got other people talking about, oh, Jeremiah 14:2 don't say that. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about, you dumbass people. Because you don't get the code. You don't get the code. You don't get the mystery. You people simple as hell. But what it says, Lamentations 4:8. Their visage is blacker than a coal. Matter of fact, let me grab that blacker right quick. It said visage. When you go into visage, it's the same as countenance. Visage. Right? Ta'ar. What is it? Ta'ar or ta'ar? Ta'ar. And it says what? Shape, form, outline, figure, appearance. Right? So it says appearance. And you see what it says down here. Form, goodly, beautiful, with, favored, comely, countenance. You see that? This is why when you go back, and then Mashiach can say, in his countenance, shining, meaning his look. Now let's grab that blacker right quick. It said his countenance, meaning his visage, his countenance was what? Blacker. They blacker than what? It says what? Kazak. It says to be or become dark, grow dim, be darkened, be black, be hidden, to grow dark. It says to have a dark color. You see what it says. You see it. It says darken, dark, blacker, darkness, dim. You see it. And it says what? To be dark, as withholding light, transiently to darken, be black, be made to be make dark, darken, cause dark. You get the point. I ain't even getting. You get the point. You see. So what did it say? The visage of the Judites was what? Their visage is darker than a coal, meaning they dark. See? Meaning melanated people. Now, when you fast forward to this time period, hey, we've been going into the women of other nations, so hey, it is what it is. But predominantly, our people is still like this. We still look the way we look, especially if you're going into the women of your own nation. You're going to continue to look like that. And that's why you see our people still, you got a lot of us still look the way we look. Because why? We ain't been going into the women of our nation. We've been going into the women of our own motherfucking nation. So we go continue to look like that. I'm not talking about our people that ain't been doing that. I'm talking about those of us that been doing it. See? So we still look the motherfucking same, man. Damn devils. Let's grab this. Lamentations. And it says what? You see what it's going to say. Let me just grab it. It says what? And then your skin don't turn black or melanated because why? Because you got caught and you was in a famine. No. Your skin gonna already be that way before you even start and wind up in a famine. But what it says right here, our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. When you grab that word skin, let's grab it. Let's make sure this is accordance with our skin. You see what it says. Iwar, and it says what? Skin, hide, skin of man. So it's literally talking about skin, right? Let's grab that other one. Black. Well, you're going back to the word kamar, so I ain't even got to grab that. We already touched that one. But you see what it says. See? Why these people ain't portraying that? Why are they not portraying that the Judites looked a certain way? Why they don't do that? Because they the damn devils, man. That's why he said they was going to go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners. All these Edomites do is tell fucking lies, man. You know, but I'm going to let that suffice. I had some more that I wanted to bring out, going into those ones that they ain't going to do nothing but lie, you know. But I don't want to drag it on no further. Giving all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Racha HaKudas. Shalom, Yasharallah.